a lot has happened since we've last touched base still.
Still think it'll be a mad collapse if they weren't to win the league.
I think City are going to be near enough flawless till the end of the season.
Getting
I
fed
think
up a little bit.
I've seen a bit of energy in him
Yeah,
in the last few games.
That's
like,
the word. That's
you know
the
what I
word.
mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and you know me, I'm not a fence sitter like you, where basically stamped for champs, and I would give him the job. All the other names don't move me, bro.
Yeah, I'm still kind of intrigued.
I just think it's a catastrophe at Chelsea. Like, honestly speaking, bro.
The manager's not good enough.
He is not getting enough criticism for the way he's been an absolute disgrace. I can't see Nish. I personally think we're doomed for the World Cup. Welcome back to another video on Field of Play TV. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It feels like a century. I can't lie. Feeling a bit rusty over here. Nah, never rusty. But yeah, man, back to it. As always, touching on the business end of the season. No other than my boy Sanch. How are we, my boy?
Good, bro. Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, like you said, it's been a while.
It's been a minute still.
But we're there.
We're back, we're alive, we're refreshed, you know. Yeah, man. I feel like a lot has happened since we've last touched base still. From the Prem to the champs to England to just players out of form and question marks and like there's just been a lot of things going on, you know what I mean? But of course, we got to start with the Prem, you know. What's your thoughts on the current state of play? You know, because I think last time you recorded, you were quite confident that, yeah, like Arsenal, they're there. Everything's kind of sealed, you know, and it will take a monumental collapse for them to, like, surrender, you know, their spot at the top. So where's your head at now? Do you see anything that makes you think it's going to be otherwise by the end of the season, or do you think they're going to get it over the line?
They obviously had two very bad results in the cup competitions.
Yeah.
When I say bad results, I thought it was a very bad second half against Man City, and then obviously a terrible result against Southampton. I still think it'll be a mad collapse if they weren't to win the league now, considering the points dropped by City against Forest and West Ham. But saying that, if City win their game in hand and beat Arsenal at home, it's only 3 points. And obviously if Arsenal, again, there's still question marks about the performances they're putting in. And if they keep dropping performances like that, and at this moment in time results, like the two results they had against City and Southampton, then it's still somehow still out in the open whether they can get over the line. I still think they'll crawl over the line. I don't think they're going to win it by a distance, because I think it requires City to win it every single game now. Like, I genuinely think they have to win every game.
Don't you think their fixtures are favourable?
They are favourable.
They look quite
They are
nice.
favourable. But West Ham and Forest were favourable. Do you get it?
But don't you think that they've kind of sprung into...
They have. I think it's the best football they've played, especially, obviously, it's not a great Liverpool side, but the way they performed in that
Not
cup.
just Liverpool, though. I think the way they beat Arsenal...
A
lot's been said on Kepa. You know Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
If Raya was in goal, we wouldn't have lost the tie. Bro, for me, personally, Raya could have been in goal. Of course, the Kepa blunder
you're
plays
still
a
in the
big
game,
part.
and then you might grow into
But
the game.
I think before Kepa even done that,
No, of course, yeah.
City were bopping them around differently. Like, that's the best I've seen City play this season. In that 15-minute spell before they scored. So they carried it on against Liverpool. And I actually believe that they got their tails up, bro. I think Pep's done with his tinkering. Keep Cherky in the side. Play Semenyo, play Doku, and just keep at it.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I won't lie to you, bro. I think City are going to be near enough flawless till the end of the season. They're not in the champs.
Sunday's a big game.
Yes, they got Chelsea.
That's the one.
Away.
Obviously, if they don't win that, then I think
Of course.
it's over.
If anything they do now, that they
But
fall short.
because it's a big. I mean, because it's like a Big Six game.
Yeah,
It's heightened, isn't it?
yeah,
And
yeah,
obviously now, like you said, they that second half and the last 10, 15 of the first half, the
yeah.
first 15, 20 before the goal
Against
in the
Arsenal.
second half.
Yeah,
I remember I was watching it with my old man and I said, this is like watching City of old.
yeah,
And then obviously it was a mistake, but they were due that goal.
yeah. They
And there
deserved
was
it.
no surprise that they scored quickly after that again. So, yeah, and then obviously Liverpool, like, it's a poor Liverpool side, but still they put them to the sword. Like, and again, I was watching it with my brother, and went to 4-0, and it was like half an hour left, and you're like, oh, hey, this could be anything. Do you
Yeah, it
get?
could be curtains. So what do you think that? Obviously, looking further ahead into next season, do you think Pep stays?
I actually have no idea, bro. I actually genuinely like the way there's murmurs, and then he'll come out in a press conference and say the opposite. But then there are strong rumors that he is gonna step away at the end of the season, Maresca, and that. Then I heard Xabi Alonso this morning. So I don't know, and I,
Because
it's a strong statement, but I think, bro, the way they're playing now, I'm not saying it could be enough to change his mind, but
that's
like if they go to the end of the season and get very close and like they win every game, but they didn't win it because Arsenal stayed in that 3-point gap, then they're gonna be like, oh, cool. And and that run of form and that run of level of performance continues, he might be like, oh, this might be worth staying around, isn't it?
that's what I'm kind of
But then
alluding
there's
to.
also I've heard a lot about the 115. So that might come into play. He might not want to stay around for that if once the punishment comes in or whatnot. So there's a lot at play, bro. But then at the same time, I'm like, he looks a bit like he's getting fed up a little bit.
I've seen a bit of energy in him
Yeah,
in the last few games.
That's the word. That's
you know
the
what I
word.
mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, I think, is he gonna step away from football and take a break? I think he keeps going, honestly, because especially if he wins the FA Cup, and obviously he's already won the Carabao, it's like we're still here, even though we lost the league title. To be fair, it will be 2 years in a row, but I still think Pep's that guy that's like, nah, let me get my get back. Let me finish on a good note, because the team's still in a good state. Do you know what I'm trying to say, bro? When you look at their team, it's like they still got players there that are coming into their own. They got young players coming up. Kusanov, he's coming to his own. Nico O'Reilly, he's doing his thing. And then you have the midfield, Rodri's looking back to, a certain standard that we hold him up to, So there's rumours with Elliot Anderson and Tonali as well. So, brother, City could just go again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
What do you think, though?
I think he stays.
No. As in the title.
As I said, I think,
because you said they'll be faultless. Do you think Arsenal will be
I'll
faultless?
be real, I don't. I don't. That's why it's going to be interesting. But then City have that tendency in them that they just start games very well and then it peters out. So I can't actually put my finger on it. I need to see this weekend for me to have a better,
this is a massive game,
you know what I mean?
Because
you know me, I'm not a fence sitter like you, but it's just, I just need to see one more game for me to, because that sporting game,
this game, bro.
Because that
from
sporting
Arsenal.
game, no. Looking at that sporting game,
oh no, it was another poor
performance.
Yeah.
They've got a Bournemouth side that have had a decent record,
and they've not lost
in recent weeks. Exactly. And they're not a team that's going to sit back. So let's see if Arsenal, because we always used to hear that, teams that don't sit back against Arsenal, they get their joy, etc. You know what I mean? Bournemouth ain't going to sit back. So I think that's going to be a perfect indicator to see where Arsenal are. Because if Bournemouth come at them and Arsenal are still moving meaty, then brother, there's massive question marks. Because Bournemouth ain't gonna sit back. So yeah, we'll touch on that. Moving on to the top 5 race.
So top 5 now.
And
it's confirmed.
Yes, it's confirmed because of Arsenal's win against Sporting. I say top 5 race because I should be saying 4 race because I think we've secured top 3. Personally, I know Villa are still there, but then they still have Europa League to contend with. I think we need about 3 wins and maybe a draw
I
or so
think I don't
to
know how true that is, but yeah, I think I saw
yeah.
3
But
wins.
if it's 3 wins and if like, a draw or 2, that should do it. You get what I mean? So yeah, I think we're there. I think it's just about now finishing strongly, not letting things peter out in relation to Carrick, and just keeping a good feel factor running around the club. Because if we get Champions League early and that's all well and done, we can start looking forward to teams knowing we're in the champs and us being able to do our business early. We're hearing rumours, as I alluded to before, that City are in for Anderson. And you know how much I really want him. And if he doesn't come, he's an op boy. Like, I'm not even going to get there yet. But it will enable us to start doing things behind the scenes, bro. You know what I mean? Because the World Cup is coming. We're going to touch on England a bit later. And it's just like, bro, I just want us to be getting the ball running. Like, just not stopping with what we're doing. Just keep going. Just keep going. So, yeah, I think we're basically stamped for champs. We've got a few difficult games coming up on paper, So it's going to be interesting to see how far we've come. What's your thoughts and views on just United? Because we'll touch on, obviously, Villa, Chelsea and Liverpool.
Nah, I think bro, we played 1 million years ago, like that. It feels
longest period, isn't it?
Yeah,
Apparently, it's the longest period.
That weekend, I felt if we had won at Bournemouth, it would have secured. I think we would have all but confirmed. I think we would have got it for sure. Obviously, having drawn the game, but then Liverpool lose. Prior to that, I didn't expect Liverpool and Chelsea to lose.
Yeah.
So having got a point in the circumstances we got it, and then Liverpool lost to Brighton and Chelsea lost to Everton, I believe, that all but confirmed it for me. Because it's now 7 points, 6 points. Well, 7 points clear, 6 points clear. If City managed to beat Chelsea on the weekend and we beat Leeds, then you're looking at a 10-point gap, a 10-point swing with 5-6 games to go. So I think it's all but secure. So yeah, bro, credit to Michael Carrick, bro, because at the time it was up and like obviously we were confident that might get a little manager bump enough to try find a way into the Champions League spots. But nah, credit to him, bro, that we're in this situation so close to the end of the season with that much of a gap on a Chelsea side that, don't forget, when Rafinha came in, were doing really well, and Liverpool obviously being Liverpool, innit? And Villa, who are 11 points clear of us, who are now behind us.
Yeah.
So, bro,
people forget that this season we've had Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
It's mad when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
To think this is the season, the same season that we were told we had to suffer so much.
And when Villa beat us, because that was towards the end of his tenure, and Villa beat us and they went 11, 12 clear or something.
Yeah. So it's crazy to think that. So credit to Michael Carrick. I'm standing here today and I would give him the job. I would give him the job. Obviously, that's circumstantial. There's no gaffer out there that I'm willing to bank on and say, come into the job, basically start fresh. It's going to be a shorter summer World Cup. I just think we just don't go mad and do a 5-year deal. Not that it matters anyways, because it's like these owners love paying out anyways. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But just keep your heads, do a 3-year, or do something we ain't seen before. Show that, hey, like, we want you as a gaffer. We know you're going to be in touch with the fans, Carrick. Give him a 2 years plus an additional 1. We don't see that. We see it for players. Why don't we see it for managers? So I think Carrick is going to finish in the top 5 places and top 3, And if that happens, bro, give him a chance. Because we're talking about guys like Enrique. He's rumoured to be signing a new deal. All the other names don't move me, bro. It don't move me. I can't lie to you. There's not one name you can tell me and I'm like, yeah. Or is there anyone on your mind?
Nagelsmann?
No. I'll be real.
calm, then that's
Like,
it.
I know
No, because I'm going off the
the reports.
no, not so much the reports, but the actual names where it's like, okay, cool, you're a no, because how can I explain? Like Julian Nagelsmann, I wouldn't have known whether you rated.
No, it's not that I don't rate him.
No. I mean him or Carrick in the circumstances you mentioned.
No, but that's
Whereas
what I'm
I
trying.
know you wouldn't prefer Glasner or De
No,
Zerbi
but
and all of that.
this is where it is though.
So that's why I asked that
I
name.
rate
No. I
Nagelsmann,
know you do. I
but
know.
I just feel like right now for where we are, to take another turn with another manager that has different ideas, and it's just
That's still a risk.
that one is still a risk. Two, more players that he's gonna be trying to probably get that might be different to what we have for his system. It's just like, bro, I haven't got time for it. I'll be honest. It's not like Carrick is, Carrick, flipping hell. Like, you know what I mean? Where he's on top of the world. No, it's not that. I still know, I've still seen things where I'm like, oh, Carrick. And me and you have had conversations off cam. But he deserves his chance, in my opinion. Because I don't think it's going to be a capitulation till the end of the season. But yeah.
I think the only interesting thing with Carrick is that I actually don't think there was a style of play at Borough that got a lot of praise going forward and a lot of criticism defensively. Obviously, defensively, my man's come in and seemed to have taken over in terms like Steve Holland and that.
Woodgate, you don't want to give credit to Wood.
Nah, Steve Holland. I feel like and I actually don't think we've seen the best of Michael Carrick.
Yes.
Because I feel like although he probably himself wants the job long term, of course he does, I still think he's come in with the mindset of get the job done. Let me get the like we've heard that training sessions are shorter. He's giving longer breaks, trying to please the players, play to the players' strengths, and kind of like we've seen with the team selections, he's not changing a lot. And like you said, get the job done until the end of the season and he gets Champions League football. I think even though he wants a job long term, there's that short termism. I might be wrong, but that's how it feels like. Do you get it? Like I said with the training, and because I feel like when you've got the job full time and you're looking longer term, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna make training sessions shorter. You're not gonna give longer breaks because you want your players to be on it at all times. So yeah, I still don't think we've seen the best of him, and I think that's because of the personnel we got, the situation he came into. So I've still got those question marks of interest where it's like, if he was to get the full-time job, what are we gonna see kind of thing. So yeah, I'm still kind of intrigued at what he can actually bring to the table from what we've already seen.
Fairs. No, I hear it still. I mean,
and then we'll never know until he gets it, or if he does get it.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Obviously touching on the others, you know, the chasing pack, Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea. Dark days for one of them sides, because Villa.
I think Villa will win the Europa League, so I think they can't regardless.
I think Villa will get champs.
No, yeah. But I mean, even if they were to,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think Villa will get champs. I think if they don't get champs, there's going to be a lot of implications because they have a massive wage bill, and they've had PSR issues in the past. So I think they need to get it. Chelsea,
it's fallen apart.
We've just seen they've been recorded their biggest ever financial loss. Yeah. Bearing in mind, when Blueco came in, they were positive on the books. Okay. So that's something to delve deeper into on another show. I just think it's a catastrophe at Chelsea. Like, honestly speaking, bro. I think it's literally a toss-up between Dumb and Dumber with Liverpool and Chelsea. I'll be honest with you. Like, I can't put my finger on who will get it because they're both as bad as each other.
And that's another thing. Like you were mentioning about capitulating, Man United not potentially capitulating, but if Carrick was to, even if we were to, I think
Yeah,
them two are just
it's
gonna keep
enough.
losing. Do you get
They're
it?
just
Like,
scrapping it out for who can be worse. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Liverpool, brother.
I think Liverpool. I think Chelsea. How do I explain? Like Liam Rossini came in and actually started well. Remember, I was saying like, I think the last time we jumped on, I was saying United and Chelsea because Carrick's come in, Rossini's come in, and they've both started really well.
Mm.
But bro, ever since then, it just it looks like how I thought it was gonna look from the get-go in terms of the job being too big for him. Because I actually think on paper Chelsea got a decent team.
I wasn't convinced.
But it's obviously all falling apart. Everyone's coming out saying they want to go to Spain. So it's like,
Everyone's trying to catch a break.
Yeah,
They're trying
yeah.
to run away from Liam. I hear
Whereas
it, bro.
Liverpool, though, I actually feel like Liverpool from the summer to the squad, the way the squad's shaped at the moment, I actually think they're just, the manager's not good enough. I don't think the playing squad in terms of individuals, yeah, very good individuals, but in terms of the actual, for it to all come together, I think it's a joke. It's like,
What are we seeing though from Arne Slot though? I
it's
don't
the
think
Ten
he's
Hag
getting. No,
effect.
no, no. Like
They're
you see,
saying if
no,
he
no,
needs
no.
to
You
stay
see,
on,
no.
cool.
You see Arne Slot. He is not getting enough criticism for the way he's been an absolute disgrace. Like I'm not talking about his team selections and his tactics. I'm talking about the way he's been talking. Like every time I watch an Arne Slot presser, brother, I am so triggered. And I don't care about Liverpool. But I'm so triggered to the point where it's like, who do you think you are? He's always talking rubbish, bro. He's the biggest moaner. Bro, he's a bigger moaner than Ten Hag. And I never thought I would see that, bro. I never thought I could see another manager be a bigger moaner than Ten Hag in the Premier League, bro. The guy is always crying about something. What's wrong with him?
And it doesn't, it looks as bad on pitch as well.
Exactly, bro. The
I
players
think-
aren't running for him.
No, but it's like it was this. I was half joking when I said the Ten Hag effect, but I'm not really, because towards the end last season, under Ten Hag, we didn't know whether we were going here or there, and I mean actually on the football pitch, whether we were pressing high, sitting low, and that's why there was those big gaps in midfield. Remember, and that's why Casemiro was the worst we've
Running
ever
for
seen
his
him.
life.
And you remember that picture? I think it was in the cup against Liverpool where
The space.
our front four was here, and our back four was, and the midfield was at a complete loss.
And then you just have Ten Hag doing this on the sidelines.
And I'm literally, it's not as bad, but there are games where I'm watching Liverpool and it's a high press, but it's not a high press. And I'm watching them and I just watch a team that are just going through the motions, and I'm just like, over the past 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years with Klopp and whatnot, and even last season with Slot, we saw a Liverpool team that was energetic, fast-paced. Just all they thought about was going bang, 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 going forward. And that is, this season, is everything of the complete opposite. Do you
But
get
it's funny you say that, because I think that last season they were more methodical. I think he's been caught in between a rock and a hard place, because last season it weren't just forward, forward, forward. There were times in games where they were they're controlling play, they're bopping it around. Now you're saying you can see what they're doing. I can't see niche. Like I generally watch a game of football, and when I watch Liverpool play, I do not see anything that they're trying to do. Genuinely speaking, bro, I can't see it. Like it's like I'm watching. They used to say freestyle football under Ten Hag. That's what I'm seeing from Liverpool now. Honestly, bro. Honestly, but yeah, it's dark. It's good to see. I'll be real, because
Oh no, they've given me loads of,
like the joy, the hate watches.
They've came in.
I've been on my feet.
Yeah.
So long may that continue, and we'll touch base again soon. Yeah, we will. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure your notification bells are on. We're back in full effect, so the content will be coming thick and fast. And yeah, man, lock in. Business end of the season. So we're not gonna stop. And moving on to England, bro. Touching on them really, really quickly. I personally think we're doomed for the World Cup still. Like, it's not even
When you
about...
say
Huh?
when you say doomed.
Doomed. When I say doomed, I think we don't have a chance.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't think we have a chance. I think I was liking what Tuchel was doing, the back end of the last friendlies that we had, but I just think he's just trying to be too smart for his own good. Like, behave yourself, bro. Like, why? This is what I'm saying. Bro, you saw me first criticize Tuchel and say, what are you doing? Like, you're just getting so much things wrong. Then after the next set of friendlies, I said, fair enough, Tuchel. The football that you lot are playing, I'm liking it. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, it's like, what are you doing? So calling up a 35-man squad, bringing in someone like Ben White that doesn't deserve to even sniff. Doesn't deserve to sniff St. George's. Not even being on a bench or anything. Ben White does not deserve to sniff St. George's Park. Especially for guys like Trent being at home. Guys like Livermento being over guys like Trent when Livermento ain't played like that this season. So, for me, that was an agenda from Tuchel. And we all know, we can talk about, Trent, this, that. Aren't you guys bored? Aren't the nation bored of talking about Trent defensively when that's not the be-all and end-all, especially in tournament football? So boring. Then the guy wants to be coming out and just making stupid statements. Like, if you think Concert and Gay, remember, I'm not Maguire's biggest fan. Hello. If you think you could be making them statements and talking about Maguire's basically fifth choice and you like the different profiles you have in Concert and Gay. First of all, Concert and Gay are very similar. So I would have thought, and that's not even the biggest thing. It's just, he's just doing things. I'm just like, what? Why are you talking? Like, you're just talking for the sake of talking. Like, what's my man's name? YJ or something. Why are you talking just for the sake of talking? No, jokes aside. So, and then he comes out in pressers. They're asking him about, what do you call it? They're asking him about certain players. He's giving one-word answers, but then he'll be waxing lyrical about other players. It's just like, I just don't think right now the England squad is cohesive. And there's one more friendlies, basically game of friendlies to go.
No, but that would be the World Cup squad.
Exactly. So what was your point in calling up 35-man? For what reason, Tuchel? I just think you were just being too smart for your own good, and it backfired. It backfired, bro. Let's be honest here. I don't know what your thoughts are, but for me, I do not see Tuchel. And then you give him a 2-year contract. Like, everything that shouldn't have happened has happened. Why did you give him that? I bet you if they didn't give Tuchel that 2-year contract, he would not have done that 35-man squad. I'm telling you, bro. I believe there would have been an element of, let me just keep things how they are. Why are you experimenting? Then he's calling up guys like Foden. I can't even be asked to even be brandishing names, bro. But how certain names have gone are still in that squad, it bewilders me. So, yeah.
And you're talking about team selections, which I agree with. I think
I haven't even gotten, sorry to cut you, I haven't even gotten to how they've been playing.
Yeah, bro.
So
and
do your thing.
Just obviously in the Euro qualifiers, you beat what's in front of you. But as we all well know, what you beat that's in front of you isn't great.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And obviously a squad of the level of England, you're expected to go away and blow these teams away.
Yeah.
But every good team they've come up against, they've not won. Whether that's Senegal, where they got wiped. Was it 3-4-1 or something?
3-0, I believe. 3-1. 3-0, 3-1.
Japan, very good technical side.
Organised.
Uruguay, obviously we know about them. And I think there's one or two more. And it's just like, in his whole I don't know how long he's been here now, but I've not granted, I don't watch England like that, but when I do, and I have watched quite a few because I've been kind of intrigued with his appointment and seeing what he's going to do and whatnot. I've not been at one point where I've gone like, all right, cool, that whatever, or whether it's team selection, whether it's style of play, whether it's and like you said, the team selection has been off. I don't think it's right that certain players like Trent, like whatever way you want to paint it to me, and the way he's painted it, it doesn't sit right with me. Simple as. And then, like you said, certain players getting called up, which doesn't sit right with me either. And the comments that you made, I completely agree. And what it is with these international managers, because ultimately they're in a situation where they have to call up guys from it. When you're building your squad internationally, you don't know how what they're thinking of. So it could be profile wise. And what I can't get with international managers is that they never check themselves because they're always contradicting themselves. And I always check the manager, and it happens with Colombia as well, because I keep afloat with them, where you make a decision on one person, like John Stones. Apparently he's untouchable.
John Stones.
No, but wait, apparently he's untouchable.
I forgot about that.
He's untouchable, but then someone like Harry Maguire has had to play the way he's played for the last 7-8 games to come in. And I'm like, stuff like that where you're just contradicting yourself. I just don't get it.
5 keepers.
Apparently he's taking 4.
Yeah, but what was 5 needed for in the squad?
Jason Still.
Oh, Jason Still.
But for me, I get that. And if he's deciding to take 4, I don't get that either. But like for me, that's just minuscule. Like, but for me, it's
just
more,
all adds up. It all adds up, bro.
But for me, it's like you're not taking Trent, and it was insult to injury when calling up Ben White. When who got injured? Someone got injured and he called up Ben White instead.
Quansah.
Or something. I don't know. But it was a right-sided player, and it's like,
that's a disgrace, though.
It's insult to injury.
is a disgrace as well.
And then you got Dan Burn.
Oh.
No, but wait. You got Dan Burn.
Dan flipping Burn.
And like I said, it's not easy because you're picking from profiles, and then you're picking on form, and then you're picking on
Dan Burn.
So
Dan
and I just think he's fighting. I think he's fighting a lot of maybe losing, but like he's just not very likable. I'll be real. He's just not very likable at all.
I actually mess with Tuchel. That's the thing. I actually mess with him. Gave me my first, big opportunity.
I just don't think yeah.
So I like Tuchel. Yeah. But I'm not going to sit down and just be like, nah, bro. It's not making sense.
Like, we are, what, a month away from probably the World Cup squad? And I have no idea what he's going to do. I have no idea what the makeup is of the 11, the squad, nothing.
Playing Foden as a false 9.
Do I know if Maguire's going to go? Bro. By the sounds of it, he's not even going to go.
Let's just wrap up because I'm just going to go again. Like,
so
I just don't. You're just naming names that I'm just like, I actually can't even fathom how these guys are going for England. But whatever, man, innit? Let's just hope there's a 360 shift that's done because it's not looking good. It's not looking good still. But yeah, man, current state of play. Without rambling on like you do, Champions League winner.
Ooh.
Before we wrap up.
Bayern Munich.
For me, Allez les Bleus. PSG.
I wouldn't mind.
I know they're going to turn up Liverpool.
Hopefully.
Hate watch loading again. And we move, bro. But yeah, we'll touch on more on the semi-finals, etc. And yeah, touch on obviously the quarters in our next video. And we go again, bro. Pleasure doing business as always.
As always, bro.
Come on, my boy. That's another video on Field of Play TV. Like I said before, make sure you're tuned in to the channel. Make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing, notification bells. Make sure they're on. Hyping the video as you do. And yeah, we'll be back with another video. Thick and fast. No delays this time. Peace.